Hi, welcome back to Gaming for Gamers. So, here we are in London, Watch Dogs Legion. There is the background of the river. We're in the very corner of East London that you can be in the game. There's much further out you can go, but this is like what used to be Docklands. Now it's all the warehouses, and the old docks have been made up into very expensive flats, but that's the same everywhere, I think. Anyway, today's video is about something I touched on already in other videos, which is graphics in gaming and Bethesda games and Starfield, and I'm going to link them all by something that I was thinking about just the other day when I was watching a video of the new DLC for Starfield. And I was thinking, regardless of anything else, would I want to play Starfield if I had no thoughts? It's not that I don't like Bethesda games, I really enjoyed Fallout, so yes, after a long time playing Fallout, and then I started playing Watch Dogs Legion or Cyberpunk or Witcher, I realised that the graphics were a bit naff, but certainly for quite a while I enjoyed playing that, so it's not that would put me off necessarily. But then that game was quite a long time ago, and Starfield is now. So I was thinking, would I want to play Starfield? And I like space games. I like science fiction, futuristic games. Watch Dogs Legion kind of is. Cyberpunk obviously is. I'll list a few others in a little bit. But so I was thinking, would I want to play it if I had no thought about gaming or companies or Bethesda, and I wasn't making a channel about them, and I didn't know anything? I kind of thought, no, I kind of wouldn't. And I'll give you the reasons. Number one, if I didn't know anything about it or about Bethesda, and I was just looking at it, it wouldn't look good compared to Watch Dogs Legion, compared to Cyberpunk, compared to Baldur's Gate. It wouldn't look good. So it wouldn't even look good compared to Forspoken. So it wouldn't look very good. So that would be the first reason. I'd look at that and think, it looks a bit old-fashioned, kind of, which is how it does look compared to modern AAA games, a lot of them. So that's the first thing I'd think. I'd think, if I played Fallout, which I had, and I saw Starfield 10 years later, or however many years later, I would think, that's the same company that made Fallout. They've not really progressed their graphics. So that's without knowing much about the company or not having thought about it. That's what my thought would be. So the first thing would be, aesthetically, it wouldn't be a game that I'd think, wow, that looks stunning. I wouldn't. I don't think anyone probably would, actually. So that's the first part. And then the next part would be, I like space games, so would I want to play that as a space game? And maybe not. So I played an awful lot of No Man's Sky after it got sorted out. I didn't play originally. And it's a different game. It's got much less deep content than Starfield. Not that I'm saying Starfield has got really deep content, but it's got much less deep content, but you can fly anywhere, you can go to planets, you can land on planets, anywhere. Planet thing that Starfield has, it hasn't got those separate handcrafted cities that Starfield has, or those characters, but it's got the travel through space, go where you want. You've got things that Starfield didn't have to start with, like a vehicle you can drive around on a planet. So I've kind of done that part of Starfield, not the character part. Then you get into so they've got cities and characters, but then that's like Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk's not a space game, but it's a futuristic game. So the city part of Starfield, I've played with Cyberpunk, and Cyberpunk is going to outbeat, that's not a word, it's going to outdo Starfield, it's going to outdo most games by the way the city is created and the way the characters of Pan Am and Judy and all the others, and even your own character V are done. So and the whole story and all the different things that go on. So that's not going to be comparable to Starfield if you just want to play in a sort of futuristic space-age city. If you want to travel around, going to different planets and just landing on procedurally generated worlds, well, you've got No Man's Sky. Then you've got flying around in space doing battles. I don't know if it's that much of that in Starfield, but then you've got other games. Chorus is a really good game. I might actually do a video on that at some point. Chorus is a very good game where you can be an interesting character. Actually, it's kind of an anti-hero. And then you've got there's another game I played a lot called Rebel Galaxy, where you're a mercenary in space, flying around and docking with space stations. And then you've got You can fly around in space, being mercenaries, being pirates, doing space combat that are probably better than Starfield. So the answer is, if I saw Starfield, would I want to play it? And the answer is no, because graphically it's nowhere near as good as other games. As far as flying around, landing on procedurally generated worlds, well, No Man's Sky's got that, and it's nice, it's fun actually. Then if you want to land in cities and do stuff in futuristic worlds, you've got Cyberpunk. And if you want to do space combat, I've just listed all the games you've got for that, and there's lots more than I've just listed. So yeah, it wouldn't really be a thing anyway I'd want to play. And that's nothing to do with just the graphics. Like I said, even if the graphics were much, much better, like Cyberpunk or Baldur's Gate or Witcher or whatever, even then, the parts to Starfield wouldn't really equate to the different parts you can get from another game. So probably I would pass on Starfield under any circumstance. It's not just based on the graphics, but it's like all games, isn't it? If the story sounded fascinating, I would probably play regardless of the graphics. If the graphics were amazing, I might play regardless of the story. If the combat or the exploration was great, I might play regardless of the other two. But none of the things in Starfield are outstanding enough to make me want to play. They're all kind of medium. The graphics, I've seen quite a lot about the story and about different bits of it, and it doesn't excite me in any kind of way. So yeah, so there you go. So it's something I was thinking about, would I play Starfield regardless of the graphics, and that's what I think. And like I said, it's something I gave thought to, and I suddenly thought, no, even if the graphics were amazing, I probably wouldn't be that interested, because the rest of the game doesn't jump out at me. Anyway, thanks for watching Gaming for Gamers. Until next time, take care for now.